Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Revisited. I'm Nye, and we are back at Crescent Isle after finishing up in the Lands of Ice and Glacia, and we've got to figure out what to do. So we return, and the hull seems to be in one piece, so Ismail is very excited about this, and Rabam comments that a little bit of ice isn't going to hurt the hull that he himself built. And about that book from Yafutoma, well, Brabham built an engine for us that has plans from that book. And it says that until now we haven't been able to fly above or below the clouds because the pressure differences were too hard on our engine. But now that's not a problem. We'll be able to fly over mountains and beneath large islands. We'll be flying all over the damn place. Which I love. This is my favorite part of the game, is when we have that ability. So when we install it, he'll install it tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn. And with the new engine, we'll be able to travel to more places than ever before. Fantastic. Everyone to the meeting room to decide where to go next. So, this is where things get very, very interesting for the game, because you get to decide basically where you want to go and what you want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to start catching up with things that I've been unable to do. We've got a bunch of crew members still to get. I have not filled up my crew member list. We have discoveries to go get. We are now able to get about 98% of the discoveries in the game. We're able to get all the crew members. There's a bunch of side stuff I want to do, so we're going to start doing that now. How did Osmond do? So notice that Osmond's store is now a lot bigger than it used to be. Let's talk to Osmond. Are you all set? Sorry, Captain, but we're not Osmond's types. Osmond's apparently a girl. They would prefer not to speak to someone as cowardly as ourselves. Well, that's dicks. That really is. But Osmond now sells a bunch more stuff, a lot more boxes, and nothing at all worth 2/10 of a damn. But hey, at least we upgraded Osmond's hut. So cool stuff. So now let's move on. So that's pretty useful, right? Yeah. Well, now that we've left, then another thing's going to have happened now that we have left. One, the area got upgraded, so now look how nice our base looks. It's not the crappy wooden thing that it used to be. Our base has been upgraded. Especially notice that not only are we paved, but look at our tavern now. So I paid Kerala over there a lot of money to upgrade the tavern. So now the tavern is kind of up to spec. So if we come in here and we talk to a Polly, she says she needs some cooking supplies to get started, and that everything she needs will only cost us 1,000 gold. So let's give her 1,000 gold, so it'll allow us to get a pretty decent item. And she'll be able to reopen our kitchen in a little while, which means basically after we get started. And talk to Urala, and we can decide who's the leader eventually, but it doesn't really matter. The tavern can be led by anybody. That's cool. Okay. Next thing we get to do while we're here, and this is more of an aesthetics thing, it doesn't really matter who you talk to about this, but if you talk to Kerala, she's happy to remodel anything. So we can ask her to remodel a building. I'd like to remodel the living quarters, please. Yes, I'll pay you $2,000. Just fix up this thing because it looks too Paul Bunyan. And let's see, what else can we do? Well, let's go in here. And let's talk to Pinta over here. Hello. And he says he knows a lot of islands where some really interesting animals live, and he wants us, well, he's not going to tell us where they are. But we can bring some back. It'll take about 500 gold to pay for their food and stuff. Does he wants to catch some animals for us? Well, certainly. Catch some animals for me. So he gives us a couple of options. We can either get something cute from the east, color from the south, or scary looking for the west. Let's get something scary looking. I don't think I've ever chose that. He's going to go catch some scary looking pets. So that'll be ready when we come back as well. If I remember correctly, the cute-looking ones are pandas. And so we got out here, well, she's just kind of sitting out here. She doesn't do anything, unfortunately. So that's fine. And where is Brabham? There you are. Okay, let's go ahead and have him decorate the island. And we'll have him fix up the fountain. And he'll upgrade the fountain for us. Here's the new grave for Gonzalez. And he's gotten the best we can give him. Like, you can't get a gravestone bigger than that. So now we got a real nice looking place too. Look at this place. It's really nice looking. There's only 2 buildings on the entire island, but Tika Tika, are you having fun? Good. Okay, in we go. So now we got to decide where to go next. It's a good question. There's a lot of places we can go. So we've got the purple crystal, and that's all that's left are the yellow and silver crystals. Fina says the Sylvite Elders already have the silver crystal, so we really only have to worry about the yellow crystal. Looks like our mission is almost finished. Which is kind of a sad thing, because Aka comments that wasn't the yellow crystal located in the Maw of Tartarus. Well, that's not why it's sad, but last time we went there, we couldn't get in because the opening was sealed. Well, Enrique has some information about that. The Valuans have made several unsuccessful attempts at removing the seal in the past, but perhaps we might be able to bypass the seal with the Delphinus' new engine. According to the geologists, the Valuan Empire... Cutscene changes, and here's a cool map. I love it when when games show us stuff like this, like these almost hand-drawn looking old school, you know. I love that. The lower layers of the Valuan Islands are filled with cracks and fissures. In other words, there's a whole system of subterranean tunnels running through Valua. So all we have to do is fly around underneath Valua and look for an opening. In other words, if we can't get in from the top, we'll try and get in from the bottom. Exactly. Okay, well, we'll fly below Valua and look for an opening underneath the islands. Once we get inside the tunnels, we should be able to find the crystal. And since we can fly higher and lower than we ever have before, we might as well take advantage of it. Wonderful. Let's rest up, and we'll leave for Valua first thing tomorrow morning. Awesome. So it's just a quick free in. You know, I always come with these free ins. We get them all the time, so it's another free heal for us. And now, we get to do whatever we want. The game just handed us the keys to the city and said, okay, guys, whenever you're ready, go wherever the hell you want. And we very well will. Okay. So Kirala's not going to have done her thing yet. It doesn't count until we actually leave the island in total. So let's get to it. Now the question is, what do I want to do first? Where do I want to go and how do I want to do it? Do I want to go get the... I think we have 5 crew members we have to get. Somewhere like that. Do I want to get the crew members, or do I want to get or start hunting for discoveries? I think what we're going to do is we're going to go get the crew members. Not only are they some of the fastest things for us to do, but they also have some of the best uses. So we're just going to drop down here. And I'm also, the discoveries we're going to make just a running, like there's going to be a couple episodes which are basically going to be nothing but discoveries. Okay, let's return to our ship. And it is time to see what has changed. There's actually a pretty fairly big change here. If you look on the left-hand side of our thing, notice how our altimeter has been upgraded. And that's because if we go down, we can sink below, down here, where it's nice and dark and spooky. And we can also go above the upper skies. And the thing about this is, if you're an upper sky and lower sky, so there's central sky, which is where we've been flying the entire game so far. Then there's upper sky, which is where I am now, and there's lower sky, which is the lower section. The thing about it is, let's see, we need 1, 2, 3, yep, 4, 5. The thing about upper sky and lower sky is that no monsters can spawn here at all, period, end of story. You cannot have a random encounter in upper or lower sky. Which means that from now on, when I go and explore the world, we will never again have to deal with a random encounter, which is fantastic! We should have had this ability a long time ago. Okay. So where am I going? I'm going to go to get the first of our 5 remaining crew members. Now, I went here a while ago, because there was the Philosopher's Map, Philosopher's Stone, something like that. It was a discovery that we found in Central Sky some time ago. And it is roughly where that dark spot is on my map. And you may have seen it back then, but there's also this floating fairy tale castle above it in upper sky. Now, I don't know how this guy got up here, but apparently he's in upper sky where no one's supposed to be able to go because they do not have, unless you're either us with this specially upgraded ship, or you're a Yafutomen with their special engines. Now, if we look around, we can investigate stuff that Vice has no idea about. We can also get ourselves a Cham. And then we can go talk over here to Ilchymis, which is this guy right here. Hello. He never expected to get visitors way out here. I don't know how he got out here. This is Ilchymis, and he comes to this island to further his studies of various medicines. Vice comes, he's on his island alone. He's quite strange, and Ilchymis says he's probably right. He's been called many things ever since he was a child, including strange. Always asking questions. Why does water float when it freezes? Why is the sky blue? But that calls to mind another question, well, what brings us to the island? And you can tell him just nothing, but you can also ask him to join your crew. We'd like to ask you to join this crew because we're in need of a doctor. I don't know how you're supposed to know this guy's a doctor or how you're supposed to get to him, but he says he's no doctor, he's a chemist, studies medicines, and he's very happy that we'd like to take him along, but he is sorry he cannot travel with us. Well, why not? Talk to us. Yes, I'd like you to join my crew. And he's going to say no, and we're going to have to leave. That's a shame. It's a crew member that we cannot recruit. What the hell's with that, huh? Yeah, no, we just can't recruit him. Bullshit, we can't recruit him. We can recruit everyone. That's how this works. Let's go back in. Let's talk to him again. Let's just be insistent. Apparently that's how you get a job, and this is how you're supposed to Crew members, you're insistent. I don't know what this big thing is in the middle. Okay, come on, Ilchymis. Hello. Will you join my crew? Ask you again, will you join my crew? And Ilchymis says he was not planning to leave this island anytime soon. In fact, he was once a nobleman of Valua and threw all of that away in order to come here and pursue his studies. He has no intention of returning to the world. The only person he will leave this island to travel with is he who has a heart full of wisdom and love. When a man capable of casting the silver magic Risalim shows himself at his doorstep, he knows that man is the one he will follow. Well, we know that spell. We've known that for quite some time, actually. It's the full revive heal that we've had for a while. Well, you learned that incredibly difficult spell? Yes, it's only a tier 3. Well, that means we have the heart full of wisdom and love, and Ilchymis has been waiting for people such as ourselves. Please take him with us. He can only hope that his research will be of some use to us. Oh, it will. Believe me, it will. Ilchymis causes one of the most broken abilities in the game. So that's one of our guys. Ilchymis does a lot of things. The most important thing that he does is something that I can't do for a while because I have to actually upgrade my my ship in order to or not my ship. I have to upgrade his shop in order to actually pull this off. But the thing about Ilchymis is that he's able to sell. You know those upgrade seeds I'm getting for a while? The ones like upgrade my damage and everything like that, upgrade my base stats? Ilchymis will sell those. Which means that at any given time, I can spend money to upgrade stats. Now, they're very expensive, keep that in mind. But all this means that all I have to do is farm up some money, and I can upgrade my stats completely separate from actually leveling up. In the last time we did Skies of Arcadia, I actually did this to some great extent. I had Vice's power off the roof. Every time Vice did Pirate's Wrath, it actually, the damage went completely off the charts. So it's something we can do. Ilchymis is awesome like that. He also sells some decent items, mostly healing items. So yeah, that's Ilchymis. So that's one of the reasons you want to get him. The other reason is, of course, completion's sake. He also, I can't remember what his actual skill is in battle. We'll take a look at that when we actually finish getting everybody. So next, I want to go to Maramba, which is right over here. Somewhere. Where am I right now? Looking the wrong way. We want to be looking this way. Maramba, where are you? The Veteran Christian is, where the hell am I? Hold on. Where am I on the map? Oh, right. Flying above the clouds kind of sometimes makes it hard to figure out where the hell you are because you don't have the landmarks that you used to have. There's Maramba. We haven't been here for a long time. But you don't have any landmarks. There's basically nothing up there. There's a couple discoveries, and there's a couple of storyline-related places. There's Ilchymis' Island. There is, if I wanted to go to the Tenko Island and see how the two traders are doing, I could go do that. That's kind of all you can do up there. There's not really a lot of landmarks. You got to be very actively looking at your map to figure out where everybody is. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is we need to run over here. And we need to jump onto one of the Dabu. Do-do-do. Come on. No. Hey, you. Yes, I would like to ride a Dabu. Thank you. I appreciate your help. Okay. Do-do-do. And let's ride the Dabu. Yes, yes, yes. Blah, blah, blah. Let's ride across. I don't know why they felt the need to do this, because it's just such a waste of time to have to ride all the way across like this, but, you know, there you go. Okay. Let's pop out here. And walk down here. Now, you want to get Vice equipped with the Swirian Blade. The one I told you to not sell. The one he's currently equipped with. Because you will need this in order to progress from further on. You want to talk to this lady. This lady you can talk to all the way from the first time you come to Maramba. If you have the Swirian Blade, she will comment that she has seen our face in her dreams. There's a dream in which someone holds a Swirian Blade, beckoning her into the sky. The Swirian Blade, we've got that one right here. And because you have that, then she decides it was us who came to her in her dreams, and it appears that the Red Moon has decided her fate. She cannot go against the will of the Moon. She is henceforth at our service. She is Kalifa, seer of the Red Moon, and she is the most renowned fortune teller in all of Nasser. There is no future that she cannot see. And now she is part of our crew as a merchant. Easy as that. All you have to do is have that weapon equipped to Vice when you walk and talk to her, and it will be done. Problem is, you can't get that weapon until you get to Yafutoma. So, you know, you can get her as soon as you come back, but I decided to kind of not waste time coming back here because I'd have to come... Yeah, things, yeah. Moving on. Okay, so here's the question. Who else do I have to get? We need a helmsman. Who's my other helmsman? I know who my engineer is. I know who my artisan is. Who is my other helmsman? I have to remember who that is. So we're just going to go ahead and continue on here. And I know exactly... There is one guy I have to get who I can't get right now because we have to do a quest first. So instead... Oh, damn it. Right. Hold on. We have to get off the Dabu. Oh, right. That's who our other helmsman is. No, I remember. He's right near us, too. Okay. Lots of stuff we gotta do. Okay. Walk our way out here. So our helmsman, we actually, I think I commented on this by quite some time ago, honestly. Our helmsman's Don. Remember Don? He was the guy who was at Esperanza a long time ago. Commented that, there was no way we could ever get through the Dark Rift, and then once he saw us beating the ever-loving crap out of the Auriga and, Admiral Gregorio's fleet decided that, oh no, don't you forget to come get me, blah, 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 blah. That guy? Yeah. That's our helmsman. And funnily enough, he's right over here. We just gotta float our way over in this direction. Remember the sandfalls we got a long time ago? The, Discovery? That's it. That's the entire thing. You can actually see it now. If we just go right on over this particular wall here. That's the Dark Rift right there. Now we can fly over it. Let's see. There it is. There's Esperanza. We'll be doing this back and forth trip a lot in the very near future, going back and forth from Maramba to Esperanza, but I really don't feel like doing it right now. Really don't feel like doing it. It's a pain in the butt. Takes a while. I don't really feel like it. So instead, we're going to go up here and we're going to go talk to Dawn. I like this music. I don't know why I like this music, but I do. Okay. Let's go right over here. I know, it's really boring, but all we're doing right now is just running around talking to people. Just going to grab people. We're just going to get this out of the way, and then that's all the crew done. We'll be done for a while. And by for a while, I mean forever. Hi, Don. We're back. We actually made it through the Dark Rift. Yep, and it went around the world, too. We really know how to rub it in. You know how much he wanted to see what was on the other side? Well, it's not too late. Why don't you come with us and we can sail together? And Don decides there's not much he can do other than sail, and he sure hasn't done anything like that in a while. But if it's sailor we want, it's a sailor we'll get, and it's time to go. And Don joins our party after settling back again. Don, I have a bar on the ship. You can drink in the bar. But you're not allowed to drink and fly. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so that's Don. Okay, so I have 2 more crew members to go get. The problem is I can't actually get the second one right now because he requires our reputation, our swashbuckler rating. It has to reach a certain point for us to actually get him. And the problem is we're still Vice the Fallen Pirate. We're not allowed to actually get him while we retain the title of Vice the Fallen Pirate. And the issue is, without doing a certain bounty, I can't get rid of Vice the Fallen Pirate. It's going to take a little while, so I got to kind of wait on him. Kind of a shame. So instead, we're going to go get the other final crew member, our engineer, the second engineer that we haven't gotten yet. We're going to go get him, and then I'm going to see what I want to do. Hey, look, there's Discovery. And because this one's a pain to get, I'm going to get it now. Okay. We have found the Sky Train. While a rail car of a similar nature currently exists in Valua, this flying train is believed to have once carried passengers between the lands of the red, green, and purple moons. Although no more passengers board, the Sky Train carries on. Notice how fast that thing is. The Sky Train is one of a number of moving discoveries that like to go around these gigantic, cross map goes. This one, when it said the lands, the blue, green, and red suns, it wasn't kidding. This thing goes from Yafutoma to Nasser, and then goes all the way over to Horteca and that general area, which is actually where we need to be heading right now. So we are now in the lands of the Green Moon. We're in Ixtaka. And we are looking for another number of things. The first thing we are looking for is Horteca. So let's go do that. And the reason we came to Horteca is to get our engineer. If you'll recall, a long time ago, he promised that he wanted to board our ship and serve with us on the Delphinus. The problem is, he was still working for his father at the time and wouldn't be able to join us. Well, as soon as we finished up in Yafutoma, he became available to us, and now we're going to go and take him up on his offer. You know him, you love him, it's time for us to recruit Hans. Oh, Hans? I'm coming here to take you up on that offer you gave me. Oh, Hans? Hansi, where are you? There he is. Hi, Hans. He's finally finished with his job as a factory technician. He's ready to join the crew of the Delphinus like we agreed. All right, great to have you. And here comes Hans. And Hans has joined our crew as an engineer. So that is all but one of the guys that we can recruit. As I said, there's one final one, and I can't get him right now. It's just not possible. I will get him next episode. That's my plan. But we have some time left in this episode. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the 2 remaining Abirik Chams. If you'll recall, the Abirik Chams are special items that once you use them, they give an automatic upgrade to, Sorry, words are escaping me. It's been a while. They give an upgrade to Cupel's form. It's almost an instantaneous thing. It's a gigantic stat upgrade. There's 3 of them in the game. One we got from the Nasrad merchant that we escorted all at the beginning of the game. We got him as soon as we saw him again. The second comes from a gentleman somewhere in Ixtaka. I'm just trying to remember where he is. So we're looking around for a ship. And if we talk to him, all we gotta do is trade him 10 Sky Sardies, and he will give us the next Abirik Cham. Is it this guy? Hello? Hi, you. Yeah, they really like to eat Sky Sardies, but they're harder to catch than berries and seeds. Can we bring him 10 Sky Sardies? Well, I just so happen to have them right here. We give them to him, and he eats the fish. He eats them every day, but they're hard to catch. So he takes, as a symbol of his, he gives to us as a symbol of his appreciation, an Abirik Cham. Done. Easy as that. Just gotta find him. Okay, we need to go back to Esperanza. Actually, back to Esperanza. Could have done this a while ago, but, when we picked up Dawn, I wasn't actually planning on doing this, because it takes a while. It's obnoxious. How about we get another discovery while we're on our way? Let's go over to here. We go up to this place and hit a button. We have found the Moonstone Lake. This is right where we started the game. The Decat's Pirate's Grave is right down there. This is the Moonstone Lake, a truly rare sight, a waterfall that runs through a vein of moonstone. The water plunges from above to carry away bits of moonstone and is said to have mystic attributes. It is believed that those who drink the water enjoy a long life. That's it, right there. Really easy, right? Just easy discoveries. All you gotta do is fly, right where you started. And that's the coolest thing about getting the Book of Polarity and upgrading your engine, is that there's all these places that you have already been, and there are these discoveries that are just sitting there. Some of which you may have seen already that were, they've been there the entire time. Like, they didn't just all of a sudden show up as soon as you did that. They've been here the entire time. That SkyTrain has been running since the start of the game. I could have seen it, potentially, if I was in the right place at the right time. But, I had to be in the right place at the right time. Oh, we're right above Esperanza. Wonderful. Yeah, these discoveries have been here, but now that we have the ability to fly above or below the cloud layers, things become a lot more interesting. Now we can explore, now we can find all the things I haven't been able to go to. Some of these things I've been saving going to, just because they're a pain in the butt to find without being able to fly above and below. Some of them we have never been able to even access before. Just really cool stuff. I love it. I do. It's the most exciting time in this game for me, being able to go and find these things. And of course, the lack of monsters helps too. Okay. So in order to do this, we gotta do something really obnoxious. It involves a lot of flying back and forth. I'm gonna skip most of the actual travel, but I do want to show you where everything is. So in order to start this quest, we have to go in and we got to talk to this girl right here. Come on, let's go in. And the girl in question is this girl right here. And if we talk to her, she comments she knew we made it through the Dark Rift, and she knew we'd be able to do it. Sure. And she has confidence in our abilities, so she has a favor to ask of us. She would like us to listen to her story. Many years ago, she eloped and came to this place with a sailor that she had fallen in love with. But he found another woman and ran off with her, and she can't believe how foolish she was to trust him. But she accepted her fate, and it's not herself that she's worried about, but her mother. She left her behind in Maramba. If we ever have a chance to stop by Maramba, could we please visit the Cabal Skewer Shop? She wants her mother to forgive her foolish daughter, and she wants her to know that not a day has passed that she hasn't thought of her mom. Oh, well, that's good, right? That's very, very easy. And so now all we have to do is head back to Maramba. I'll catch you guys there. And now we return to Maramba. And all we gotta do, I believe it's this shop right here, we just gotta walk in and talk to the woman who runs the Cabal Skewer Shop. Which I believe is this person right here. Yep, this woman. We just gotta talk to her, and we are a sailor. She could tell by our smell. Sailors are nothing but trouble. She had a daughter once, but she fell in love with a sailor who drifted into town one day. The next thing she knew, she ran off with this good-for-nothing sailor and left her here to run the shop all by herself. She has not heard from her since. Probably lying dead in a gutter somewhere by now. This woman is so full of piss and vinegar. We talked to her again, and she says that she remembers us. We were that sailor that came in here a little while ago. Yeah, I was right here. 2 seconds ago. Her daughter's still alive? Well, good for her. Not that it means anything to her anymore. She does not expect her to forgive her and take her back, does she? Well, that's what she was hoping for, yes. She's a stupid girl. She's her daughter no more. Leave her shop. And that's it. She won't do anything more. So we gotta bring the bad news back to the girl. Because we can't just leave it here, right? You know, her mother said, she's waiting for us. She wants to know what we have to say. Let's go look. And now we're back in Esperanza, as easy as that. So let's go talk to the girl again, because I'm sure she's going to take the news that her mother's disowned her very, very well. She may have been resigned to it already, who knows, but all we got to do is tell her that her mother has disowned her and we will get a reward. Just as easy as that, just a quick little fetch quest. Certainly. Easy as that. You want to talk to Maramba and talk to her mother? What did she say? She sees. Well, we can't expect her to forgive such a selfish daughter so easily. But she was telling the truth when she said that she's never stopped thinking about her. And her mother isn't young anymore. She worries about her health. What can she do? Iggy says that lady seemed real hard-headed and wonders if there really is anything they can do. And Fina says that if they can somehow prove to the mother that she hasn't stopped thinking about her all these years. Now, if only there was something they could show her. Something to prove that the girl hasn't stopped thinking about Mom. There's one thing she can do. Cabal skewers. When she was little, her mother would try and teach her her special Cabal skewer recipe. And if she can make a Cabal skewer using that recipe, it would show Mom that she hasn't forgotten what she taught her. And she wants us to wait for a second so she can make some Cabal skewer, so go black, go white, and now we're done. And it's done. If now we can get Mom to eat this, she's sure she'll understand how she feels. So we have a Cabal skewer. Well, now we have to deliver it. Pah! Fetch quests. See you a second. And we are once again in Maramba. Let's go talk to Mom again and see what she feels about these Cabal skewers that her daughter made. Perhaps they'll be great right off the bat, and she will see what her daughter has thought and be a kind and loving woman once more. Apparently we're persistent, she wants to know what it is, and we want her to taste something, blah, blah, blah. It's a Cabal skewer. We're telling her that this good-for-nothing girl who ran away from home made this Cabal skewer? We expect her to believe that? Well, at least let's see what it tastes like. Well, there we go. It's gotta be great, right? It's gotta be perfect. Right off the bat. No, it's nothing like the Cabal skewer she makes. The person who made this can't be her daughter. She taught her better than this. It has an odd smell, the seasonings are bland, and worst of all, the meat is just not of the same quality. Well, that sucks. So I guess we should go tell the daughter. Let's go. Back to Esperanza with us, so we gotta go talk to the girl once again. This is becoming quite a chore, isn't it? It's actually one of my least favorite side quests in the game, simply because it has a lot of back and forth. You have to do this over and over and over. Such a pain in the butt. So let's go talk to the girl. You brought the Cabal skewer to her mom? What did she say? The Cabal skewers that she made didn't taste right. Yes, they said it smelled funny. It wasn't spiced correctly, and the quality of the meat used is different. And the woman says she noticed. Well, there's no way she can duplicate her mother's Cabal skewers with the ingredients in this town. She remembered exactly how to cook it, but does not have the same ingredients and spices. So what should she do? Well, Vice, being the kind and generous person he says, volunteers us. Tell us what you need and we'll bring it to you. Well, that'd be great helps. This is what she needs. She needs gentum for the scent, kale for the seasoning, and cabal meat. Would we bring these 3 ingredients to her? If she has these, she knows she'll be able to make the mother's secret special cabal skewers. Gentum, kale, and cabal. Leave it to us. The problem is some of these are kind of rare. Now, the good news is I already have one of these. You have to find Spice Island in the Yafutoman airspace in order to get kale. It's the spice you get from there. If you don't find it, you don't get it. That's all there is to it. The other things we need are gentum and cabal. Well, I actually know where to get these, but if you didn't know where to get them, it would be kind of a pain to go hunt them down. If you want to hunt down gentum, I believe that one you have to get in Nasrad. You got to talk to the standard item merchant, and he'll sell them to you. Cabal is a special meat, and the only place to get that is to go directly to the only gourmet we know, which is going to be Gord of the Round. So we got to go to his place. So let's go to Nasrad and go to the item merchant first. Okay, so we're now in Nasrad, and all we got to do is go talk to the owner of the item shop, which I believe is this one right over here. And if we do a normal talk as opposed to a buy, nope, that's the weapon shop. It's the other one. If we do a talk as opposed to a buy, things will happen. Let's go in here and talk to this guy. Hello. He's heard all about us. Please don't cause any trouble in the store. We have enough problems rebuilding the city as it is already. This is because we are Vice the Fallen Pirate. Let's talk about various things. What do you wish? Gentum? Of course he has some. It is 500 gold per pouch. Do we wish to purchase a bag? Of course we do. I'll buy it. And we buy some gentum. And that's it. Okay, now we gotta go to Gordo the Round place. Let's go. Okay, now we're in Gordo's Bistro. And it's really easy here. All we gotta do is talk to Gordo himself. What was that? Gentum, kale, and cabal, you say? It appears that we're searching for exquisite ingredients. Fortunately, we use cabal right here in this restaurant. He'd be very glad to give us some. It's always best to marinate it for a day or two before cooking it, and that's when it tastes best. Good cabal is very hard to come by. So we receive cabal. That's our 3rd ingredient. What he'll also tell you is where the others 2 are. Gentum can easily be found in Maramba. It's easily recognizable for its scent. Well, you gotta go to Nasrad for that one. Perhaps we should go to the very center of trade itself, Nasrad. We're sure we'll be able to find something there. But what else we look for? Oh, right, kale. The spice of dreams is sometimes called. Not only does it cover the stench of old meat, it adds such a wonderfully indescribable taste to it as well. But alas, he has heard rumors that kale trees have not been seen for quite some time and are thought to no longer exist. In the eastern world, there's an island where they say spice trees grow. Maybe we should start our search there. And that's it. He just gives us a couple of hints and sends us on our way. Luckily, we already knew exactly where we were going. I'll catch you back in Esperanza. Okay, we're back in Esperanza, and now we have the 3 items this woman needs. Kale, cabal, and gentum. And hopefully she can actually make a good cabal skewer. Now keep in mind, this has taken a phenomenally long time. It's taken at least 25 minutes in real time for me to go from place to place that I have needed to go. It's a complete pain in the butt. We found all the 3 ingredients. That's exactly right. Even the spices from the trees that no longer exist. This is it. With these ingredients, she'll be able to make her mom's special cabal skewers. Just wait here and she'll make some cabal skewers. Quick flash of time, and these are ones we had ready in the oven. Please bring these to her mother in Maramba. This is mom's skewer now, so we've actually gotten it done right. Okay, catch you in Maramba. Once again, we're back in Maramba. Hopefully for the last time, I believe. And we're going to go talk to Mom. Let's give her Mom's skewers and see what she has to say about these. Hopefully it can't be anything but good, right? We're back. We're persistent, but this is ridiculous, and we've got her to taste another cabal skewer. All right, well, here we go. So she tastes it real quick. Takes a little bit of time, of course. We got to fade to black because it's messy. And she can't believe it. This tastes exactly like her cabal skewer. And Ake says her daughter says she never once forgot about the time she spent with you, and she hasn't forgotten about anything you've ever taught her, ever, 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 including don't go with strange men. And the proof is in that cabal skewer. She tried so hard to make it like yours, please. She's begging for your forgiveness. And the cabal skewer lady says to tell her that it'll taste even better if she leaves it on the fire for another 30 seconds. What do you mean by that? Are you forgiving her? Yes, you've won her over. She didn't think she could ever forgive her, but perhaps she was wrong. Perhaps she was at fault as well. And that's it. That's it. That's all she gets. Catch you back in Esperanza one last time. Okay, we are back in Esperanza for the final time. And now we just gotta go bring the results back to the tavern girl, see what she has to say. So Mom did forgive her and gave her a little bit of a hint on how to make it taste even better, even though she'll never again be able to get those ingredients. So, not that it really matters or anything. But it's good to know, right? So talk to the girl. Did we bring the Cabal skewers to her mother, just like she asked? What'd she say? She said it was almost perfect. She said you could probably cook it for about another... No, she said 30 seconds, not a minute. A minute's too much. It'll taste burnt. But the taste was perfect. She's so happy, and she's sure that her mother's forgiven her now. She can't thank us enough. But please take this as a token of her gratitude. An Abirik Cham. If you're ever in the area, please don't hesitate to come and visit. And that's it, guys. As the third Abirik Cham, we have found all of them. And now we can cut the episode. I'll see you guys next time as we go to try to fix our reputation and then get our final crew member. See you soon.